The idea of God is a big one. People have thought about God for a very long time. God is often seen as the most powerful thing there is. Some believe God created the universe and everything in it. Others see God as a force that connects everything. The idea of God is different in different places. Cultures all over the world have their own beliefs about God. Some believe in one God, while others believe in many. Some think God is like a person, while others see God as more of an energy or spirit. What people believe about God shapes their lives. It affects how they see the world and how they treat others. The idea of God is a powerful force in the world. Many religions believe in only one God. This is called monotheism. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam are all monotheistic religions. They teach that God is the creator and ruler of everything. In these religions, God is seen as all-powerful and all-knowing. He is also seen as loving and merciful. People who follow these religions believe that God is involved in their lives. They pray to him and look to him for guidance. Even within monotheism, there are differences. Christians, for example, believe in the Trinity. This means they see God as Father, Son, Jesus, and Holy Spirit. This is one God in three persons. Despite their differences, monotheistic religions share a core belief in one God. This God is the ultimate source of authority and the center of their faith. Some religions believe in many gods. This is called polytheism. Ancient Greeks and Romans were polytheistic. They had a god for almost everything, like the sun, the sea, and even love. Hinduism is another example of a polytheistic religion. Hindus believe in many gods and goddesses. These gods are seen as different aspects of one ultimate reality. Polytheism was common in ancient times. People worshipped gods for good harvests, protection in battle, and other things they needed. While polytheism may seem strange to those raised in monotheistic cultures, it was a way for people to understand the world around them. Imagine that God isn't separate from the world, but is actually in everything. That's the idea behind pantheism. In pantheism, God is the trees, the rivers, the stars, and even you and me. Pantheists don't see a difference between the divine and the universe. Everything is connected because everything is God. This idea can be found in different forms in various religions and philosophies. For example, some people interpret Hinduism and Buddhism as having pantheistic elements. They see the divine in all beings and in all of nature. Pantheism offers a way of seeing the divine as inseparable from the world. It encourages a sense of awe and wonder at the interconnectedness of all things. Section 5. The Clockmaker God, Deism. Imagine a skilled clockmaker carefully crafting a clock, winding it up and letting it run on its own. That's the image behind deism. Deists believe that God created the universe but doesn't interfere with it. They see God as a grand designer who set the laws of nature in motion. Once the universe was going, God stepped back and let it unfold according to its own rules. Deism was popular during the Enlightenment, a time of reason and scientific discovery. Deists believed that we could understand God by studying the natural world. They didn't put much faith in miracles or religious texts that claimed divine revelation. Instead, they trusted reason and observation. Section 6. No God, Atheism and Agnosticism. Not everyone believes in God. Atheists believe that there is no God. They don't accept the claims of any religion. They often see the world as a product of natural processes, not divine creation. Agnostics, on the other hand, aren't sure if there is a God or not. They say we can't know for sure. They might think that the question of God is beyond human understanding. Both atheism and agnosticism are stances on the existence of God. They are based on reason and a lack of belief in a higher power. These viewpoints are becoming more common in modern times, as people question traditional beliefs and rely more on science and critical thinking. Section 7. Can we prove God exists? Philosophical views. Philosophers have been debating the existence of God for centuries. Some, like Thomas Aquinas, tried to prove God's existence using logic. Aquinas came up with 5 arguments for God's existence. These arguments are based on things like cause and effect, the idea that everything has to come from something else. Other philosophers, like Søren Kierkegaard, focused on the personal experience of faith. They said that belief in God is a leap, not something you can prove with logic alone. The question of whether or not we can prove God exists, is a complex one. There's no easy answer. It's a matter of faith, reason, and personal experience. Section 8. Feeling God, mysticism, and personal experience. Some people say they have felt God's presence directly. This is often called a mystical experience. It's a feeling of deep connection with something bigger than themselves. Mystics from different religions have described similar experiences. They talk about feeling a sense of unity, love, and peace. They might see visions or hear voices that they believe are from God. These experiences can be very powerful. They can lead people to change their lives and devote themselves to their faith. While some might be skeptical of mystical experiences, they are an important part of many people's faith journeys. Section 9. Many faces of God. As we've seen, the idea of God is incredibly diverse. There are many different beliefs about who or what God is. Some believe in one God, others in many. Some see God as a person, while others see God as a force or energy. The way people understand God is shaped by their culture, their upbringing, and their personal experiences. There is no one right way to believe. What matters most is that people approach the question of God with an open mind and a respect for the beliefs of others. The search for meaning and connection is a universal human experience.